Today we are going to look at the area of a rhombus. Most of the time when students are finding area or perimeter, they have a difficult time remembering the formulas that take place when finding the area or perimeter of certain shapes. So today what we're going to look at is the area of a rhombus, but we're going to understand the why behind it by breaking it down into known shapes that students can often remember the formulas to a little bit easier. When looking at the area of a rhombus, you can do the formula a couple of different ways by looking at the diagonals, by doing base times height, but today we're going to look at it from known shapes such as triangles and a rectangle. So first what we're going to do is measure the base and the side of the rhombus. The base equals 6 inches. And the side of the rhombus equals about 3 inches. Again though, we have a difficult time trying to figure out the base times height if we are not given the height. So what we're going to do is we're going to break the rhombus into a couple different known shapes, and that will also give us our target for the height. So if we break the rhombus into two known shapes, such as the triangle and the rectangle, students often have an easier time figuring out than what the area of a rhombus is. So if we look at the right triangle, when measuring, it equaled out to be about 2.5 inches. However, when finding the area of a triangle, we need the base. So if we measure the base, that comes out to be about 1.5 inches. From this point, we can figure out the area of the triangles, but now we need to figure out the base of the rectangle. We see that one side of the rectangle is 2.5 inches, and the base of the rectangle is about 4 inches. 4.5 inches. From that point, we can determine that the area of a rectangle is length times width, and the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So if we move this information over to our known shapes, we determine that the height of the triangle was 2.5 inches, and the base was 1.5 inches. So if we plug those numbers in, 1/2 base times height, that equals 1.875 inches. So we found the information on the first triangle. Now we need to just transfer that same information over to the second triangle. And we know that that equals 1.875 inches. And when finding the area of a rectangle, we know that the information that we found would just be 4.5 inches times 2.5 inches, and that equals 11.25 inches. So now that we have our information for the 3 different shapes, that allows us to now just add the sides together, or add the areas of the shapes together. Five plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 7 is 20. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. So the area of our rectangle is 15 inches. If we were to just do the base times the height of the known shape at the beginning, so we knew that the base of the rhombus was 6 inches and the height was 2.5. And when multiplying 6 times 2.5, that would leave us off with 15 inches squared. And that right there is easily breaking up a rhombus into known shapes that can help students to identify known formulas when finding areas of unknown figures.